everyone, this is Rookie on your screen today. Welcome to Math Key. Today we are looking at the topic addition and subtraction of fractions. Now it may interest you to know that adding and subtracting fractions could be very easy. Now for us to be able to carry out these simple operations on fractions, we must take some three simple steps. The first step we're going to take here is to make sure that there are no mixed fractions in the question that has been given to us. In other words, each fraction must either be written as a proper fraction or an improper fraction. The second step is to find the LCM of the denominators. Let's say, for example, we are given the fraction 5 out of 6 plus 3 out of 4. Alright? In this case, we'll first of all find the LCM of the denominators 6 and 4. Alright? And the third step, which is the last step we're going to look, is to make sure that each denominator goes into the LCM that has been obtained. So the first step is to make sure that each fraction is either written as a proper fraction or an improper fraction. In other words, if there are mixed fractions, they must be converted to improper fractions. Alright? The second step, again, we said, is to make sure that we find the LCM of the denominators. And of course, the last step, which is the third step, is to make sure that each denominator goes into the LCM that has been obtained. And after that, we carry out all the necessary simplifications and evaluations. So without wasting much of our time, let's see some examples. Looking at this question, 5 over 8 plus 3 over 2 take away 1 over 4. You will see that there are no mixed fractions. So we'll just move to the second step, which is finding the LCM of the denominators. Now from our multiplication table, the LCM of 8, 2, and 4 is just 8. So we'll bring in our line of division and then assign to the line the LCM which we have obtained. Okay, at this point, each denominator goes into the LCM which we have obtained. Okay, and the result is used to multiply its numerator. That seems a bit complicated for someone to understand. What we are trying to say is this: we'll bring down the first numerator, which is 5, and then open a bracket for it. Remember that the LCM is 8. The 8 under, that's the denominator of the fraction 5 over 8, goes into the LCM. That gives us 1. The 1 is used to multiply the numerator, and then we'll close the bracket. Okay, again, we'll bring down the positive operation and the numerator, that's the next numerator 3, and then open another bracket. The next denominator, which is 2, goes into the LCM again, and that gives us 4, and this 4 is used to multiply the numerator, which is 3, and then we'll close our bracket. And lastly, we bring down the negative operation and the last numerator, which is 1, and then we'll open a bracket. The last 4, which is the last denominator, goes into the LCM again, and that gives us 2, and of course the 2 is used to multiply the 1, and then we'll close our bracket. Now we'll bring in our line of division again, and then 5 times 1 at the top gives us 5, plus 3 times 4, which gives us 12, take away 1 times 2, which gives us 2, and then we'll just keep our denominator. Be careful at this point not to carry out the operation at the top from the right to the left, because that does not always give the correct answer. So this operation must be done from the left to the right, and that's the correct way of doing that. So we have 5 plus 12 done together first, which gives us 17, and then we'll keep our negative 2. Of course, 17 take away 2 gives us 15, and then our new fraction becomes 15 divided by 8, or one whole number, 7 over 8. So our final answer is 15 over 8, or one whole number, 7 over 8. Let's see another example. So looking at this question, 3 whole number 1 over 2 take away 4 over 5 plus 1 whole number 3 over 4. You will see that there are mixed fractions. 3 whole number 1 over 2 and 1 whole number 3 over 4. So we're going to change these mixed fractions to improper fraction. Okay, so 3 whole number 1 over 2 changed to improper fraction gives us 7 over 2. Then we keep the negative 4 over 5 since it is already a proper fraction. Plus one whole number, 3 over 4, change to improper fraction, which gives us 7 over 4. Okay, at this point, we can now find the LCM of the denominators 2, 5, and 4. From our multiplication table, the LCM of 2, 5, and 4, of course, is 20. Okay, so we bring in our line of division and assign to it the lowest common multiple, that's 20, that's the LCM. Okay, remember again that each denominator goes into the LCM obtained. Okay, and the result is used to multiply its numerator. So we bring down the numerator, that's the first numerator, which is 7, and then open a bracket. 2 goes into 20, that gives us 10, and the 10 multiplies the 7, then we close our bracket. Okay, we bring in our negative operation and the next numerator, which is 4, then we open our bracket. The next denominator, which is 5, goes into the LCM, and that gives us 4. Of course, the 4 multiplies the 4, and then we close our bracket. Lastly, we bring our positive operation and the last numerator, which is 7, then we open our bracket. Now the last denominator again goes into the LCM, and that gives us 5, and of course the 5 multiplies the 7, then we close our bracket. Again, we bring in our line of division and keep our denominator, which is 20. Now at the top, 7 times 10 equals 70, minus 4 times 4, which gives us 16, plus 7 times 5, which gives us 35. Remember that the operations at the top must be done from the left to the right. Okay, so we're going to do 70 and 16 first of all before the 35. So 70 take away 16 gives us 54. Then we keep the positive 35. Of course, 54 plus 35 equals 89. So our new fraction becomes 89 divided by the denominator, which is 20, or 4 whole number, 9 over 20. So this is how easy adding and subtracting fractions could be. Let us quickly take a brief summary of what we have just learned in this video. Now, to add and subtract fractions, the first thing we should do is to make sure that each fraction is written as either a proper fraction or an improper fraction. The second thing to do is to find the LCM of the denominators, and the third thing is that each denominator goes into the LCM and the result is used to multiply its numerator. These are the 3 main steps to be followed when adding and subtracting fractions. If you want to see more videos like this, do not forget to smash that subscribe button and turn on your notification for recent uploads. Thanks for watching. See you in our next video. Bye.